This is a Tesco's kettle I bought yesterday evening at Tesco's in Dover at Whitfield. I thought it was a bargain, and then I opened it up. It looks quite nice. It was opened up at the counter to have the security tag removed. I get it home and this is what I find. Ooh, a kettle. That's not bad. It's quite good looking. It's even got a filter. That seems okay. Right. And then we get to the base. And I get this. Oh. Initially I thought, oh, you must have to put this together yourself. It must clip together somehow. And then I realised all four stanchions which screw this to the base have snapped off while it was still inside its packaging. This has happened in transit. On closer inspection, I don't know if you can see that closely, these are tiny screws. It's really very poor construction. If they hadn't have snapped off in transit, I doubt whether this would have lasted very long in the kitchen. In fact, I'm glad it did snap before I actually got round to plugging it in, because it wouldn't have been very safe to use. Kettle full of boiling water, 3000 watts and exposed cables. The workmanship is disgraceful. How this ever got past the CE guides on electrical goods and got the stamp of approval, how it got past Tesco's own department that's supposed to deal with quality control is mind-boggling, and the person who did that ought to be shot for allowing this to even get on the shelves. This is disgraceful. It is lethal. I'm glad all four, or all three of these stanchions snapped. If it had done it later on when I was using it, I could have lifted up the kettle, exposed all these wires. It could have still been attached to the bottom of the kettle, allowing 3000 watts, boiling water and exposed cables, and God knows what could have happened. This is what you get when you get too many products made in China on the cheap. This is lethal, and they've probably sold thousands of these in this country alone. These will be sitting in the kitchens of people all over the UK, unaware that they've got a ticking time bomb in the kitchen. The most used kitchen utensil product, electrical product, used more than anything else, uses a lot of power, and these things, look at the state of that. I don't know if you can see that. This is pathetic. How on earth is that supposed to survive the prolonged use of a kettle over time that weighs quite a bit when it's got water in it, generates a lot of heat, and this is supposed to be safe? It's a joke. It is lethal. It's potentially going to cause either serious harm, life-changing injuries, or even worse. The people at Tesco need to take these things off the shelf immediately, and any other products that have come from the same area or from the same manufacturer in China, and they need to get over to their Chinese suppliers and give them a good rapping over the knuckles to tell them to buck up their ideas, because that is just unbelievable. These screws are tiny. They're about 2.5mm in diameter. How the hell are they expected to support and go through years of punishment with a kettle on top generating all that heat? Tesco, you're going to get a rocket. These have got to come off the shelves, and anything else you've got up there that's of this lousy build quality before somebody gets seriously hurt. This is not acceptable. This has got to stop. You've got to stop making things on the cheap flogging them cheap and putting people's lives, health and safety at risk. So long as these things are in circulation, people are going to get hurt. You need to recall all of these things and do it soon.